This is TWiT.
So the lid is off on the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, apparently, maybe, possibly. Really, let's just talk about the fact that a Ukrainian-based company apparently got a hold of a number of stolen Pixel 3 XLs, which you may have seen surfacing across the internet this last week, because it's definitely been a bustle in my Twitter feed. So apparently this Ukrainian-based company was selling these units for $2,000 a pop via an elaborate Telegram setup that included a pickup in London, England. Isn't that fun? A nice visit to jolly old England to pick up a faux phone. No word on how many units they had for sale, but it seems to have been a lot just based off of what is tracking on the internet. All uniform in the configuration and color of devices sold. Full reviews were popping up in a number of Russian and Ukrainian sites alleging this to be like the real thing. There were high quality video unboxings about this sort of thing. And I know some, I did see some news sources pick it up as, hot stuff. There are already photo shootouts using the unit to take pictures, because that's the thing that we're definitely looking at now in these phones. And all aspects have been revealed, including full packaging, which really lent to the credence of the idea that these were the real thing.
What do you think? I'm detecting a little skepticism on your part. Do you think these are the real thing or not? What do you think?
I don't think they're the real thing. No,
I think
these are fake.
You don't think these are the real thing?
No, I don't.
Wow,
I don't.
Interesting. How could they not be?
I guess I don't have a very good reason for why I don't think they're fake, other than that I do not believe that.
You don't think they're real? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that this Ukrainian site was. First of all, it feels too far from like where the phones are made. Just to be in all honesty, like how do they get from China to Ukraine?
Well, the same way they get from China to here.
Okay, yeah, I get it, through a box, but
well, no, but I mean, like the distance from China to Ukraine is no different than the distance to China. Like
it's true, but I don't know. It just okay. I'm making that up, but in all actuality, I
mean, these are fake. They're very. I mean, well, I don't know. That Team Pixel thing looks weird. I mean, but I was gonna say some of them. It's a very elaborate fakery. I mean, even down to the Google Home Mini. Like that's a nice touch. Yeah.
Well, it is a nice touch, but anybody could add that in there.
Okay, but if it's fake, it's very well orchestrated. Yeah. Why? What is the point? Views on YouTube? If so, yes. This is a long ways to go for a couple of 100,000 views on YouTube. And I'm not saying that these are real. Like no one really knows. It's very bizarre. If these are real, this has to go down in one of the biggest kind of like pre-announcement leaks ever. Because I mean, like you said, the lid is off on this sucker. If this is real, we literally know everything about this phone. And
right, no, this is a leak unlike we've ever seen before. Right?
Feels that way.
True.
I mean, it's on par with the Apple iPhone that was discovered in the bar well in advance of the release, where it was like, and I mean that was probably a step further because that was a prototype unit, and they were going up against Apple, and that's you don't want to go up against Apple. What's weird here is that we're not hearing. Are we hearing anything from Google about this? There's no takedowns on this device. On the videos on these devices. Would Google do that if it was legitimate? I'm not sure, but we're not really hearing very much from Google, and I don't know. I would imagine if these were fakes, well, I don't know. It's so confusing. It's so confusing, this whole situation.
I mean, that's a great point, because if they order a takedown, that validates them, right? And if they haven't done that, does that disvalidate them? And or are they thinking, okay, well, if we do that, that'll tip our hand, so let's just leave it be and ignore it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is a lot of components to fake as well. Like, it's not just the phone. It's also the buds, the what are they called? You've got the wireless ones, the Pixel buds.
The Pixel buds, yeah.
But these are the wired Pixel buds, supposedly, that are included in the box. So if they're faking this, they faked top to bottom, including a version of Android that looks exactly like Pi. I mean, they faked so many different aspects of this. I find it really hard to believe, but anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just don't believe it. I mean, I don't, and not only that, but like $2,000, it just seems, I get it, trying to make money off a leak, but it just seems like too good to be true. it just seems too good to be true.
Look at that.
Wow.
Looks, yeah.
Well, that's my skepticism for you. I'm sorry, that's where I'm at.
No, don't be sorry. I love it because I hadn't even considered it. I just assumed it was real.
Well, this is probably.
Go ahead, Ron.
Then after you. Go.
I was just going to say, it's just that we're living in this era of, we really want to have these devices to show off on the internet, to be like the first person to sort of show these off. I could see some dealer trying to take advantage of that in a sense. So I'm very skeptical that it's real, but I guess I will be proven wrong or right when the Pixel is eventually announced.
Like my brain automatically goes to, I don't know if you guys remember, and Flo, this may have been before the time that you were on the show. This may have been Eileen era, but there was someone that brought on a bunch of knockoff like Note clone phones, and they were made to look like Note phones. Bought overseas somewhere, but they were so obviously not. Like when you went into the OS, or some of them looked like iPhones, and they were so clearly not when you really dove in. These, just like every aspect of it is believable, and seems to pair up with the rumors that we've heard so far also. So if these are in fact counterfeit, man, bravo to whoever did them, because they did a really good job. Like, they know how to counterfeit. Not to give someone props for faking something like that, but it's really an impressive feat if that's the case.